everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I posted, probably like a month maybe. I'm sorry, I'm back though. I had stuff to handle, but I'm back. I'm going to be posting consistently at least once a week. But today's video is going to be about West Georgia, University of West Georgia, and all freshman advice, not just like as far as the housing. The first video I did was just really housing and my experience on the housing. This video, I'm going to be talking about things as far as orientation, what to expect, and help you out picking your classes. So let's get into the video. Let's first start off with orientation. So as a freshman, you have to complete orientation when you apply. Orientation is basically where they take you around. It's more detailed than preview days. If you are attending West Georgia and you've heard about preview days basically like they just show you around a little bit, give you a little bit of information, but it's not nearly as detailed as orientation. Orientation is where you actually stay in the dorm. You see what the dorm is like. If you're lucky, you don't have a roommate when you actually go to orientation. I was lucky and I just completely lucked out. Like, I didn't have a roommate. I had the whole room to myself. But normally people have a roommate. So that gives you like that roommate vibe of you don't really know who you're rooming with, like as you would if you was going to West Georgia and you didn't pick a roommate. Start out orientation. So what you're gonna do is you go, they're gonna sign you in, you put all your stuff in your room. As soon as you put your stuff in your room, you gotta go out. You are set in a group based off of your major. So you're gonna be around people that are in your major. I'm a nursing major, so I was around people that was in the nursing, that wanted to be a nurse, or some type of medical field. Health field, really. So if you want to do criminology, you're going to be with people who are doing criminology. They're going to show you things around that nature. When you go to orientation, make sure you're attired. Make sure that you bring comfortable clothes. You can have that one go out outfit. Y'all are not really going out. Like, that's it. Like, I don't know why people think that they might be going out. You're not going out. You're really the most active things, such as a party you'll probably go to, is like on the last day, and it's like a little party thing, but it's within West Georgia. You're not actually going out. I mean, you could get cute, but it's not like full on, you know. So make sure you bring comfortable clothes, comfortable shoes. Orientation is nothing but walking. When they tell you bring comfortable shoes, make sure you bring comfortable shoes. You're gonna be out from dawn to dusk. Literally, I remember going to orientation, I was tired. There's no breaks. Like, it was so funny because the people I was with, it's so crazy because I don't really talk to none of them anymore. That's how college is. But Mo, Kyria, I hope so. If Savannah, girl, if you see this, hit me up. But you bring sheets. You really just need to bring like stuff for a day. Like, they're not gonna provide you with sheets, they're not gonna provide you with a blanket, they're not gonna provide you with that stuff, so you're gonna need to bring that stuff on your own. Another thing about orientation, it's definitely the time to meet new people. Like, when class start, if you're a nursing major, you're not gonna really have time to be doing all that extra stuff. If you go out, you're gonna want to know people. So orientation is definitely the time to talk around, meet new people, create friends. During orientation, at the end of the second day, I believe, they basically are going to have you register for your classes. Your mommy and daddy cannot be in there with you. They can't tell you what classes to choose, what classes to pick. They're not going to tell you what classes to pick. They can't show you what classes to pick because they're not going to be in there. Your parents during orientation are not going to really be with you at all, really. Like, I think the only time they're with you is when you eat. When it comes to classes, here's my advice. When it comes down to the basic classes as far as English, math, I would suggest you go. You're not going to really have time to do this during the orientation, but after orientation, you can look up your teachers. So they're gonna say what time periods do you not, because since it's not high school, you get to choose when you have a break, when you don't have breaks. If you don't want Friday classes, I would suggest not having Friday classes, because when you're ready to go on Thursday, or say if you want to go home or something, that Friday is really counts as like an extra day that you get to go home. I would suggest don't pick Friday classes. 8 a.m.s, those are the death of you. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I was in high school, my senior year, I didn't have to get up at like 7 and 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, I really didn't have a first period. My second period was my coach's class, and my third period was my other coach's class, so you guys can figure that out. When you pick teachers, you go to it's a website called Rate My Professor. You go and you type the professor's name in, make sure it says University of West Georgia, and it's basically gonna tell you like the rating that people from the school have rated the teacher. Very helpful. You don't want to go to class on the first day and a teacher speaking a different language. I had a teacher that I flat out did not understand. She was straight from France. Like, no joke, she said it. She wore a microphone. It's actually my chemistry teacher, my first semester. She was great, but you want to know what you're working with. So when you're picking your classes, make sure that you, for one, go to Rate My Professor after you're done picking your classes, because there's this thing called an add and drop period. You can add classes and you can drop classes. There's the time period for this. And you would have to ask your counselor or your advisor about like what's the specific dates, but they can tell you. And it's basically where you could add a class or you could drop a class. If you don't want that class at that time, you can drop that class and add a new one. My advice is make sure you look up your professors, and then make sure you after Rate My Professor, you look at their syllabus. If you're like me and you want extra credit and they want a teacher that actually wants to teach and not just there for the paycheck, I would highly suggest you go to Rate My Professor and you go to the West Georgia website and you look up the teacher's name, go under syllabus or courses taught, and you click the exact course that you're looking at, that you're looking for. You can see their syllabus, what they're about, what to expect in the course. Do they give you extra credit? I say be as detailed and look at all that stuff, because honestly, if you don't, you're going to come into class, you're going to expect one thing, and the teacher's literally going to be like, I don't give extra credit. That's on my syllabus. You should have read my syllabus. So you're going to have time to add and drop your classes, and especially, you're going to have time, especially right before class starts. So you should have this summer to add and drop classes, and you should have time before classes actually start in August to add and drop classes. Make sure you pick the right times. Make sure that if you know yourself, you need a nap, don't pick classes back to back to back. Have 2 classes here on one day or another class here another day. Don't have them stacked up together. Pamela Murphy, she teaches English, the first semester of English and the second semester, and that's 1101 and 1102. I don't know if she's doing this next semester, but if she is, she's great, lenient, gives extra credit, easy A, period. If you don't get an A in her class, you're not trying. She allows you to redo essays. She gives you extra credit, and if you have her, she does English and she does what's called XIDS. XIDS is like the freshman course that's required for every West Georgia student that is a freshman. And so you have to take it anyway. I would highly suggest you take her class. I don't know what section she's going to be teaching as far as subjects, because XIDS go as subjects. Like, my subject was, it was really stupid. It was food and Hunger Games or something like that. Hunger Games and food politics. You could have her for both times. You could have her for English first semester and XIDS the next following semester as the second English. So I would recommend her across the board. As far as American government, if you want to take that, this is for nursing majors. I know that the path that I took, this is stuff that you're required to take. American government. I'm not sure his whole name, but his last name is like Drama or something like that. he had a hybrid class last semester, and he was actually great. Like, when I tell you the last month of school, we really didn't have to meet up with him. Taking his hybrid class, you're either going to have the midterm online or the final online. Last semester I had the midterm in class and the final online, and it was beautiful. I finished the class with an A, and he's actually very funny. So he's an African guy. I think I would say that that's one of the easiest teachers to take for American government. Don't take nobody else. As far as the online class, I feel like his online class is easy. It's either you take him online or hybrid, because that was an easy A. So as far as classes, those are the two teachers that I really recommend that stood out to me the most. When it came to math, I would honestly take Mary King. She teaches college algebra. And the reason why I say this is because, for one, she gives out extra credit, but she is not nothing to play with. I can honestly say she's a black lady. She's a little older, but if you're not, I would say if you're ready to learn, you should take her. I was doing not terrible, but terrible for me. I had a C in the class, and my grade went from like a C to a low C to a high B at the end. It was like right there. She's very helpful. She makes you understand the math. The one thing about her though, you can't just skip her class. If you skip more than 4 days of her class, you can't come back and take a test, which means that say if you missed 4 days in the first 2 weeks, any test or quiz that we have, you would get a straight 0, because you're not allowed back in her class, because it's no reason for you to miss 4 and 5 days of her class if you really think about it, if you're not just skipping. Give her an excuse, an honest excuse that's valid. She understands. But as far as like just missing class, no, that's not the teacher for that. I'm kind of debating if I want to talk about this subject, but I mean, I really don't care, so it's whatever. As far as roommate, make sure if you have a choice, make sure you know who you're rooming with. You might want to check Instagram, and just checking their Instagram and Twitter don't do it. You might just want to even meet up with the person if they're in Georgia, if they're near you. If you don't have a choice and you just pick a random person, good luck, Charlie, because I'm telling you, roommate is the one thing that will drive somebody away. Trust me, I know, okay? I'm gonna tell you, this is the, out of everything, you don't really know somebody till you live with them. Last advice, honestly, would be to have fun. Like, don't sit in your room and just don't do anything. Don't get fat. College food will make you fat. Do not sit in your room and not exercise and think you're gonna be okay, and you're just eating every day, doing nothing. Being around the two dining halls, one is called Z6, that's over here, and one is called East Commons. We call it EC. You have Chick-fil-A, you have sandwiches, all this is right here, this place right here. Then you have the two dining halls. You will get fat if you do not work out. The gym, use it, because don't nobody want to be looking sloppy, okay? The best way to make West Georgia fun is to go out, meet new people. Stay true to yourself though. Don't go out and act brand new. I don't know how many people from orientation I done met that when I saw them during school, they act brand new. Like, it's the craziest thing. Don't act brand new, okay? Don't be that person. But yeah, that's all the advice I really have for right now. If you have any questions, like any questions at all, I'm open to answering them. You can DM me on Instagram. You can find me on Snapchat. I'll leave all my social media down below. Make sure you comment and subscribe. I have more videos to come. If you want another video, let me know. And I hope you like this video. I hope it gives you some information, lets you know the real. So yeah, that's all the advice I really have. I hope I touched everything. If I didn't and you have a specific question, make sure you DM me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm gonna leave all my social media down below. I'm open to any questions. nothing. If you want another video, make sure to comment down below and make sure to subscribe most definitely, because I have some more videos to come. Yeah, thank you for watching my video.